Relief for middle class, capex bazooka unleashed in the budget 2023 and other key takeaways in this edition of Business Plus, your definitive edge to business and economy. The expected happened. Income up to 7 lakh rupees per annum has been declared tax-free. Earlier, the rebate ended with 5 lakh rupee per annum. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's budget announcements perked up the public sentiment for the budget. The new tax regime will kick in with the new financial year and will become the default tax regime. But taxpayers will have a choice. They will reserve the right to choose between the new and the old tax regime. The Finance Minister also proposed to change the tax structure by reducing the number of tax slabs to 5 from existing 6.
The new tax rates are 0 to 3 lakh, nil. 3 to 6 lakhs, 5%. 6 to 9 lakhs, 10%. 9 to 12 lakh, 15%. 12 to 15 lakhs, 20%. And above 15 lakhs, 30%. This will provide major relief to all taxpayers in the new regime. An individual with an annual income of 9 lakhs will be required to pay only 45,000 rupees. This is only 5% of his or her income.
What do the new tax slabs really mean? Let's assume you're earning 7 lakh rupees per annum. You will not be taxed at all. But if you're earning more than 7 lakh rupees, you will be taxed under the revised tax slabs. Assume that you're earning 10 lakh rupees. You end up paying 0 tax up to 3 lakh. 5% if you're earning 3 to 6 lakh, which is 15,000, 10% on 6 lakhs to 9 lakhs, which is 30,000, and 15% on the remaining, which is about 15,000. So you are effectively paying 60,000 rupees in taxes. Earlier, you would be paying 75,000 rupees. Now you're paying approximately 20% less. On top of it all, if you are making 15 lakh or more, you can claim a deduction of up to rupees 50,000 under Section 16 of the Income Tax Act. Further, to ensure more money in the hands of senior citizens, the budget proposed to double the deposit limit for senior citizens savings scheme to 30 lakh rupees from existing 15 lakh rupees. For women depositors in particular, Finance Minister announced a Mahila Samman Savings Certificate with a fixed interest rate of 7.5% for 2 years. The deposit can be made in the name of a woman or a girl child. The maximum deposit amount can be 2 lakh rupees and the scheme will offer partial withdrawal facility as well. And shifting focus to Finance Minister's another major announcement, FM gave a capex booster shot to rev up the economy. She announced a whopping 33% increase in capital expenditure outlay for the central government in 23-24 to 10 lakh crore as against the current fiscal's budgeted level of 7.5 lakh crore. At the budgeted level of 10 lakh crore, the centre's capex would be 3.3% of the GDP and the amount will be almost 3 times of what was spent in 2019-2020. Sitharaman said that states spend more on capex will be given incentives. The government's renewed capex push from 3 lakh crore in 2018-2019, the budgeted annual capex has been systematically going up, remember, and touched 10 lakh crore in the latest budget. Railways too has benefited from the push, getting its highest ever capital outlay of 2.4 lakh crore. Let's listen in to how Nirmala Sitharaman expects the push and the capex measures to turbocharge the economy.
The direct capital investment by the centre is complemented by the provision made for creation of capital assets through grants and aids to state. The effective capital expenditure of the centre is budgeted at 13.7 lakh crore rupees, which will be 4.5% of GDP.
Budget 2023 also provides a big push for the agriculture sector with a thrust on developing digital infrastructure for agriculture, promoting organic farming and supporting cooperatives. Nirmala Sitharaman also announced an agriculture accelerator fund to encourage startups. Listen in to the announcements she made.
Digital public infrastructure for agriculture will be built as an open source, open standard and interoperable public good. This will enable inclusive farmer-centric solutions through relevant information services for crop planning and health, improved access to farm inputs, credit and insurance, help for crop estimation, market intelligence, and support for growth of agri-tech industry and startups.
Now, despite a stimulus package for various sectors, the government still expects the fiscal deficit to contract by 5.9% of the GDP in financial year 2024. Sitharaman, in her speech in Lok Sabha, reiterated government's commitment to bring down the fiscal deficit to 4.5% by financial year 2026. Fiscal deficit, remember, is the difference between the revenue collected by the government and its expenditure. For this fiscal year, the government expects to collect 24.3 lakh crore in total receipts other than borrowings. Of the next, tax receipts are pegged at 20.9 lakh crore. Meanwhile, its total expenditure is expected to be 41.9 lakh crore, of which the capital expenditure is about 7.3 lakh crore. In financial year 2024, the total receipts other than borrowings are pegged at 27.2 lakh crore, of which 23.3 lakh crore will come from taxes. Meanwhile, total expenditure is estimated to be at 45 lakh crore. Among other major announcements that were made by Finance Minister, one that stood out was the push for Make in India. 3 centers of excellence for research and development of artificial intelligence, another 100 labs for development of 5G services, exemptions in custom duties on the import of capital goods and machinery required for manufacturing lithium-ion batteries, a blanket reduction of custom duties from 21 to 13% across industries, with exception of textiles. Credit guarantee schemes fired with a corpus of 9,000 crores for MSMEs. All and more with the objective of promoting innovation and disruption in domestic industry. There was also some cheer for artisans and craftsmen as the PM Vishwakarma Kaushal Samman will enable them to improve the quality, scale and reach of their products. This will also integrate them with the MSME value chain. In order to skill the youth for international opportunities, the Finance Minister promised setting up of 30 Skill India international centers across different states under the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4.0. More importantly, sin products like cigarettes are also set to get dearer by at least 16%. Meanwhile, goods like mobile phones and TVs will get cheaper. And that's all we have in this edition of Business Plus. For more incisive news analysis and cutting-edge documentaries, keep streaming News 9 Plus. Thanks for watching.